Thank you so much, Sarah Bree. 6 months? It's hard to believe. It's been that long already. Alright. Now, I did turn down the game juice a little bit since last time, because I know it was a little loud. But I'm just going to do that a little bit more. Okay. So, it's been a minute since I played this Nuzlocke run. And I actually, in the meantime, I have started a separate concurrent Nuzlocke run on my own time. All right, so let's see. Pokemon Mart and Viridian City, yeah. Previously on my quest. These are so weird. I'm not sure how helpful they are. Yes, I got out of Viridian City or Viridian Forest. That was great. I was almost murdered by Weedles, if I recall correctly. That poison is no joke. And now, here I am. All right, let's take a look at what we're working with. So we've got Professor Woke at level 11, Karen at level 8, Pidgey Hater level 8, and Trash at level 9. We pretty much just have Professor Woke to deal with our gym here, and I believe Brock's Pokemon are like level 12 and 14. So I've got a little work to do. Was that previously on in the original Leaf Green? I wish I knew. I thought it was in the original Leaf Green, but you know, I'd have to look it up. I just don't know. Okay, and I also know now that once I do clear Brock, I will get running shoes here. Hey, Weebatome, it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. How about you? My family had a very busy Saturday, so there's nothing up there for me. I think we're gonna do a little bit of grinding. So solo gaming this time, yes, that's correct. I'm just looking around to see if I left any like stuff, and I know there's some hidden items, just kind of around. I don't remember where they are, or if I already got them. Yeah, we had a busy Saturday. Oh, and also because I knew we would have some grinding. We never played these games? Oh my goodness. Classics. I've played every main game entry in the Pokemon franchise, in addition to both of the Legends games, ZA and Arceus. So I've got a lot of experience, but it doesn't seem like that necessarily translates to success in this game. Okay, I also don't remember what kind of Pokemon are in this grass. In my other run, I've got like all sorts of Pokemon. Sandslash is putting in some work for me. In a main, like, normal playthrough, I don't think I've ever used a Sandshrew or Sandslash. Kind of wanted to play the newest one, ZA, because the story concept seemed interesting. Blech. It's hard for me to say whether or not, like, new people to the franchise will enjoy that. It's not really my cup of tea. I don't really like the live battles. I prefer the turn-based fighting, which the Legends games don't really have. Okay, let's switch this guy. Yeah, I like turn-based. It looks pretty different. I would also say if you're gonna do one of the Legends games, Arceus was better executed. I don't think ZA is that good. One of the things I really didn't like about ZA was that you are stuck in the same city the entire time. And there's just not a lot of variety to the game. And it's kind of a bummer because I feel like that's one of the fun things about the modern Pokemon games is that you get a big world to explore. I'm like barely paying attention to the game that I'm playing right now, and I feel like it's gonna bite me in the ass. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what one of the better like entry points into the series would be. And I mean, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. I think I'm trying to get Karen up to level 10. I kind of liked Sword and Shield. I thought those were pretty fun. And of course now it's hard to access some of the trash so much. He deserves it. They know what they did. Level 2. Come on. This is going to be like 5 experience points. Trash, get out there. I should probably be doing this in the forest. Getting some of those metapods and stuff for experience. I think I need to get 7, sorry. How could I undersell it so harshly? Professor Woke is great. Professor Woke is our only hope. Okay. God. My experience from playing a separate Nuzlocke is that I think there are some parts of this where I'm going to need to grind off screen. Did I finish Paradise Killer? No, we have not finished Paradise Killer yet. And we're currently working also on getting Carmella a capture card. So we're working on getting her a capture card because the streaming PlayStation remote thing seemed to be causing a lot of issues with the Resident Evil stream that we attempted, which is a real shame because it was so much fun when it was working properly. Paradise Killer, I think we probably have like 2 or maybe 3 more streams left of that. We are getting pretty close. Yeah, it was really fun. I do have the edited video of that on the YouTube channel where I cut out all the parts that fucked up. If you want to save yourself the pain of that, it was so silly. We definitely want to go back to that. And then we also talked about, okay, Carmella has to be, yeah, I just post, like VODs there. I trim them a little bit and I'll cut out certain stuff. Like if it's just boring crap no one wants to see, like, be right back screens. But yeah, she is probably the only person I know who enjoyed Resident Evil 6. So she's been bothering me. She wants me to play Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 6 got horrible like reviews when it came out. So I don't know. I ended up putting a bits goal on the channel. If you or anyone else would like to torture me with Resident Evil 6, if we hit that goal, I will I will buy and download Resident Evil 6, and then we will play it to co-op on Switch. I am very conflicted about it. I don't want to play that game, but Carmela seems so excited about it. I tried to like that game so many times, but something about it makes me die inside. Good. That's exactly what you want out of a game on the Switch. Okay, so that's the only platform that we have in common. That is the only platform we have in common, because she plays on a PlayStation 5 now. I play on an Xbox. Her computer is a Mac. Mine is PC. The only thing we have in common is a Switch. I don't know how we ended up that way. But Jesus Christ, 7 experience points. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not. Karen's getting pretty close to level 9. I mean, here's the thing. It's not going to help with our battle against Brock. The thing is, like, I don't know if there is anything else that's going to help the battle against Brock that I could get access to at this point. I don't think there is. Maybe we can get one more battle out of him. I end up having to play so conservatively with these battles against like fucking level 2 Pidgeys. Because the pain of losing one of these is so... So I'm trying to at least get Karen to evolve. It's not really going to help with the gym battle. And then I need to get Squirtle, Professor Woke. I need to get Professor Woke at least to on par with Brock. So Professor Woke needs to be level 14 at least. That's my... I also learned something last time from, I should say remembered, from one of my, the folks in chat, was the experience share, which is something that they just like automatically give you in modern Pokemon games. Experience share you don't get in this game until you have 50 Pokemon registered in your Pokédex, which in a run like this, where the rules are that you can only catch one Pokemon per route or area, it's a real problem. It's gonna take a while. All right, come on. We're gonna get Karen there. Karen's gonna be level 9. And I have a list here of where I have caught what. Wait, did I? Okay, yes, I did write down Metapod over there. Ah! Chingling's here. I think I would just give up on the experience share. But it's, I know. All right, Professor Woke, deal with this Pidgey. Fucking Pidgeys, man. I hate them so much. This is why I named our Spearow Pidgey Hater. Pidgey murdered me the first time I tried to do a Nuzlocke. My very first attempt last time. I clipped it. I had a Squirtle. I walked into the grass, like north of the starting area. The very first Pokemon in the whole game that I ran into with my Squirtle was a level 3 Pidgey, and it critted me twice and murdered me just right out of the gate. I had to start over. It was so unfair. Someone in the comments of that clip said the chances of getting a double crit like that were something like 0.39%. Insanity. So unfair. Trash, get out there. Okay, I tried to say this earlier, but then I got sidetracked. I did activate the Pokemon community game just because I thought it might be a little bit, you know, repetitive watching me kill Pidgeys. Yes. All right. Taking the trash out. Damn straight. All right. I'm gonna focus up on Squirtle a little bit. Sorry, Professor Woke. So some of the rules that I'm playing with, standard Nuzlocke rules, you can only catch one Pokemon per route or area. You have to nickname your Pokemon. And if they get knocked out in battle, that's it. They're dead. You have to put them in the box or release them. I am also playing with no repeats. So I already have a Rattata. If I enter a new route and their first thing I run into is another Rattata, I don't have to catch that. I'm just playing with the no repeats rule. I think that helps me. That helps make it a lot easier. So I'm gonna do that. And then there's also, surprised my friend doesn't have a PC. RE6 kind of runs on any PC. Carmel's actually my sister, but she's an artiste, so she has a Mac. Yeah. We make fun of her for it. We don't really look very much alike. She's got this like blonde hair and blue eyes, and I've got brown hair and green eyes, and our face shapes are like, I think they're pretty different. I don't know. People don't clock us as sisters a lot. I don't even think our voices sound that similar. But yeah, she's my baby sister. She's like 5.5 years younger than me. Another thing I learned playing the separate Nuzlocke run is that Pidgeys get super frigging annoying to fight after this town, because I want to say like level 7 or something, they learn Sand Attack, which is really irritating. It lowers your accuracy. And I think the only way you can get that accuracy back is like switching out your Pokemon. And it just makes things so annoying. So annoying when you don't have something that can like one-hit them. Get it. Oh, Weebatome, yes. Yes, there is. So Pidgey is a normal and flying type Pokemon. And so it has 3 weaknesses. It is weak to electric, rock, and ice. Ice you don't really get access to early on. Rock, the first place you can catch a rock type Pokemon is after this town. You go east and then you go into a big cave system called Mount Moon. There are Geodudes there, You're most likely to catch a Zubat in there, though, because that place is fucking filled to the brim with Zubats, which are shitty little bat Pokemon that can't do anything. At least not without a lot of work put into them. There's also in Viridian Forest, there's like a 5% chance of running into a Pikachu. The bat slander, they deserve it. Running into a Pikachu, and obviously that did not happen for me. I did not find a Pikachu. I found a level 6 Metapod, which in some ways is good, in other ways is bad, because it doesn't even... If you catch Metapod, it doesn't know anything except for Harden. All it can do is get hard. If you catch a Caterpie, which then evolves into Metapod, it knows Tackle as Caterpie and String Shot, which whatever. But if you evolve it yourself, then Metapod will also keep the knowledge of Tackle. You can tackle with it unless you catch it as a Metapod. You can't do shit with it. So a little bit of a blessing and a curse there. How we doing? Okay. Okay. I think we're good for a little bit more. We're up to level 12. Not bad. Not bad. I have 2 kids. They both had birthday parties today. It was crazy. And I don't mean like they had birthdays today. They went to other kids' birthday parties today. But the one that I took my daughter to, because we like divided up who took who. The one I took my daughter to was in this fucking huge warehouse full of inflatable things. I mean, it was like that. It must have been like 30 feet tall in there, and they had inflatables that were up to the roof, like touching the roof. It was, I'd never seen anything like it. Pretty impressive. And damn if they didn't have a good time. Just running around like little goblins. Well, I was there with her. I was there. It was a lot. It was a lot of sensory overload. The kids enjoyed it, but I was like, oh my God. But yeah, I had no idea stuff like that even existed. At first I was afraid it was going to be a trampoline park, because those things are kind of terrifying. Kids can get like seriously hurt in those trampoline parks. Like broken bones hurt. But the inflatables are a little bit safer. They're not twins, thank God. Oh my God. My condolences to anyone who has twins. One newborn at a time is plenty. More than enough. Bloop, 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 bloop. It knows Sand Attack, you piece of shit. Okay, it's level 5 that it learns Sand Attack. It's not gonna kill it, it's gonna need one more. Unless it's exactly, yeah. Okay, will it hit? I hate you, Pidgey. I hate you so damn much. Dude! I'm gonna run away from this fucking Pidgey. No, then my other kid, their birthday party was like a indoor gymnastics sort of thing, which is perfect for him. He is like a little ball of energy. So anytime he can run around into like padded surfaces, it's great for him. He loves that. My husband sent me a video of him just he takes like he just like runs off the edge of this thing and just eats shit falling onto the nice padded surface below, but the fall itself is so fucking funny. He's the sort of kid, like, he doesn't care. If he falls down, he's fine. He just gets right back up. Yeah, he is unstoppable. The only times he will actually, like, stop playing and has to be taken care of is if he has legitimately, like, split his face open, which has happened several times, because he is a little ball of energy, as previously mentioned. He's had his chin stitched and glued back together twice. But yeah. Fuck off, Rattata. Alright. I know. Yeah, one of the times... It's been a while since the last time. It's been a little over a year since he had to have his chin put back together. He's gotten slightly more careful, although more recently he did take a pretty bad fall at school, at preschool. He, I guess, was running downhill when they were on a walk, and he fell face first, and he banged up his upper lip. His upper lip looked horrible, and his nose got all scratched up, and then they like cleaned him up. He seemed like he was okay. They put him down for nap, and when they got him up from his nap, the whole like side of his face, his eye was all swollen up like he'd gotten stung by a bee and was having like an allergic reaction. It was so swollen. I told my husband it looked like he lost a boxing match. It was insane. But yeah, that was just from falling down and then laying down. He's fine now. It's all healed up. Yeah, no, he goes hard. He lives moss. Some do. Others less so. My daughter's was never like that. She's much more cautious. So much more cautious. We don't even let I don't even let my mom babysit our son because he's just too much. And she's great. I have no criticisms of her. I just don't think that anyone aside from like us or a professional child care giver really is up to the task of dealing with him. He's so fast and so headstrong and so reckless. Someday it will serve him well, because he's also like, probably in some ways, but I think she's just naturally more cautious. And it's funny because she does take after me a lot, and I am a more cautious person. So there might be some nature and some nurture there. I mean, we are constantly trying to get my son to be more cautious. It's not as effective. Professor Woke, you're almost there. Almost there. To level 13. They love each other. They're actually super cute together. Braviary. Yeah, they're very cute. The little one, our son, looks up to his big sister so much. It's really sweet. They play together nicely. I mean, there's like times when, you know, they're fighting over a toy or whatever. That happens, of course. But they're great. And she loves having a little brother to boss around. To be quite honest, that suits her well. Yeah, they're cuties. Okay, how many more of these Rattatas? Oh man. Let's see the actual number that I need to hit with him. 24. Okay. Like 2 to 3 more. I'm gonna go heal. Oh man, not having the running shoes stinks. Been trying also to think of dumb Pokemon teams. I would really love to figure out how to run do a run of a game using a gimmick team or something. I'll have to go and look back at the lists that I made. It was like trying to put together a full like rabbit team just to see if I could. And you actually can. There's actually a fair number of rabbit Pokemon now. Or like, I had one, so I am an architect. I was trying to put together an architect team, which I'm not quite sure that's there yet. There's one Pokemon that is like, maybe 2 that are really obvious picks for that, but otherwise it's kind of, can't quite get there. I did have one that was like house themed, that I think works pretty well. So just like household objects sort of things, and then throw Mousehold into there. I'm trying to think of like what other fun categories I could do a gimmick team with. I have, ooh, water gun. Hell yes. Hell yes, give me that water gun. 40 power versus bubble. I mean, why even keep bubble? You know? I don't even know why I would keep bubble. May lower the speed stat, but I feel like it rarely does that. Okay. Okay. Professor Woke is good. He still has 1 more level. We need to get him up. But I'm gonna switch over to leveling Karen again. I'm trying to level Karen up a little bit. What was I thinking? The time right after, so after I get through this, through Mount Moon to Cerulean City, there is a boatload of grinding that happens once you hit Cerulean City. Because there is a rival battle that you have to do, that is, Like, those Pokemon are pretty leveled. And then Misty, the Cerulean City Gym Leader Pokemon are pretty well leveled. And you have one patch of grass that you can train in. Because you lose access to all of Mount Moon. Fucking Karen. Okay. But Pidgey Hater will do good here. Pidgey Hater good at bugs. Peck. Do a peck. Kind of hoping that this run I'll be able to get my hands on a Geodude, but man, I don't know. Okay. I gotta get a Sand Slash though. I'll at least get a Sand Slash. Trash, get out there. Oh, Wooloo, the little sheep one, it's pretty cute. That one I want to say was in Sword Shield. So I'm just saying, Sword Shield was a pretty fun game. That one had Gigantamaxing and Dynamaxing in it, which is basically just where you can make your Pokemon really big. It's pretty good. And some of them, the Gigantamax ones, sometimes they get like special forms. They get different designs when they're big. I also really liked Sun and Moon, but those I don't think you can play on the Switch. I don't think. So you'd have to have a 3DS or something to play those, which if you don't already have one laying around, it's kind of a pain. Quick attack. Rattatas are actually kind of really good in these Nuzlocke runs. I don't remember which level it's at, but soon Trash will learn a move called Hyper Fang, which is really freaking strong. For such a low level, like nothing Pokemon, it's kind of crazy. You don't want to be on the receiving end of a Hyper Fang. All right. Get out there. Get out there, Trash. I do kind of hate the periods of time where I can't catch a new Pokemon. Okay. Cool. And there was also Pokemon Champions that released pretty recently. I'm not gonna play that. Not because the reviews have been kind of middling. I just never really enjoyed battling other people. I don't want to do PvP. Other people are so much better at it than I am. That's like having to think through the strategy like that is just like a little bit too much for me. Okay, let's see. Let's do Professor Woke. I don't know. What have you been playing recently, Weavatome? What have you been enjoying? or anyone else. My life has been absorbed by Pokemon recently, so that's all I got on the brain. There were other games that I kind of had in mind to play on stream, like that birds watching game. But now I'm like, ugh, when do I play it? I wish I had more time to stream. I simply do not. How much is carrying me? What are we in for here? 177 more. Oh man. Oh man. I also wanted to get back to look outside to possibly play the kissing update, because that looked so silly. I haven't gotten a chance to do that. Mr. Wolf, you take care of it? Yes? I wanted to play more Esoteric Ebb, which I played like one night of on stream, and then Fire Emblem Three Houses for like the millionth time. You should get Carmela talking about that. I know she played a lot of Fire Emblem. She'll probably talk your ear off about that. That and cheese. Got my non-alcoholic Stella Artois here tonight. If you like beer-flavored beer that isn't beer, Stella Artois are actually really good. They taste like just a normal-ass beer. The Letter Lost demo that I really like, but it's been mostly Guild Wars 2 and Last Epoch. Nice. Nice. So many good games. Sometimes I wish I could just quit my day job and play video games. Sometimes. I don't hate my job or anything, but I don't know. Sometimes it's just tiring. You know, work. It's just work. Wait, who am I fighting? Rattata. Yeah. Water gun. Ooh, nice. I really feel like this initial portion of the game, first like 2 badges are, from what I've experienced at least, I'm not all the way through, are some of the hardest parts, because all of your Pokemon are so fresh. And so vulnerable, and you don't have that much variety, access to different moves. They haven't gotten built up yet. They're not swole. All right. Get out of here, Pidgey. I'm so sick of your shit. Get out of here. Hell yes. Hell yes. How are we doing? We probably need to give Professor Woke a break. Maybe Pidgey Hater can pick up some of the slack. Pidgey Hater. In my other playthrough, I decided to name all of my Pokemon after cheeses. I feel like I need a theme for this one. Maybe I won't do cheese specifically, but like foods, baked goods maybe. Or we could just wing it. Oh, Weeping Bell. God. Oh, I'm gonna have to pray that I catch a Bellsprout before Cerulean City too. Before Misty, I mean. Otherwise, I'm gonna be so fucking boned. I will be so boned. Alright. We're getting there. We're getting there with Karen. A little over halfway. Oh my god. A lot of people say that Fire Red and Leaf Green are the best ones to start out with for a Nuzlocke. I don't know. Not having the experience share off the bat is such a challenge. It makes it so grindy. God. But then again, on the modern ones, I don't know how the rules change if you are in like one of those 3D, you know, the ones where you can see the Pokemon on the map, like walking around before you fight them. I don't know how the like catch the first Pokemon you run into rule applies. It seems like it would make things weird. Because at least with these ones where it's random battles, you can kind of cheese it with repels. But I don't know how that translates. Thinking if I do, after this, if I do one of the more modern ones, maybe I'll just do like a monotype run. That could be fun. All bug Pokemon. Or all water Pokemon. I've heard water is a pretty good one, a pretty easy one to manage. Okay. I think bug would be pretty challenging. There's a lot of cool bug Pokemon out there though, so. I wonder what the hardest monotype would be. Maybe like ice or something. I feel like ice has a lot of weaknesses. Dragon could be tricky. It's not really good against anything. But a lot of the dragon Pokemon are also pretty good. Have pretty good stats. So they'd be pretty beefy. I don't know. What would the hardest monotype be? Would it be bug? Maybe like rock? Oh. Oh, we're getting there. We will fight Brock tonight. 100%. Professor Woke is basically there. I think... Should I grind to get all these bad boys up to... Should probably try and get them all up to 10. Not necessarily before Brock, but... God, I'm a little bit worried, honestly. I'm a little bit worried. If something happens to Professor Woke, like, we are gonna get so pantsed. We will just that will be the run. Oh, shit. Will he be okay? Some people play with the rule that you cannot level past the next gym leader. I am not technically adhering to that rule. Although, oh, man, that's just so much grinding. And we're probably fine, right? We're probably fine, right? Because they're all ground and rock. They're double weak to water. It's probably fine. Pidgeator, get out here. Oh, I need to assign a box in the PC to be the graveyard. For when one of my Pokemon inevitably eats it, kicks the bucket. My son has a really amazing habit of not knowing the word that he's trying to say, but still just like throwing whatever out there, like as close as he feels like he can get to it. No concern with whether or not it's correct. One time he was trying to say the word graveyard. And I don't know where he got this, but he called it a gravy garden. He called it a gravy garden. And I was so tickled by that. I don't know how he got it, how it morphed like that, but he's had so many of them that I have like a list in my phone. He used to call hippopotamuses hotter piss. Hippopotamus was hotter piss for a while. I should grab the list and see the other ones. Maybe that's what I should be naming my Pokemon after this. Okay. If I can't think of a name, I'll go to my list of 3-year-old isms. Caterpie, what are you even doing? What are you even doing, man? It's embarrassing. He's definitely learning new words. What was it? The other day we were in the car and he was talking to my husband and I. He was kind of quizzing us. He was like asking us what animal had its nose on its head. And I was like, a dolphin? You know, blowhole. And he was like, oh, yeah, great job, mommy. You're right. He was like so genuinely excited. It was adorable. Hello, Seth. Yes, right. He says he's got the best isms. He's got the best words. Let me see if I can find the list. Used to call butterscotch Butters Crouch. Oh, there was a long time, where he would call Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street Burp and Johnny. Yes, go for a stroll in the gravy garden. Yes, so Bert and Ernie were Burp and Johnny for some reason, and Cookie Monster was Cookie Eater. Which, still accurate. He's not wrong. Ooh, we're so close with Karen. Karen's about to evolve. How are you doing, Seth? How's your weekend so far? Ours has been crazy. I also made panna cotta this weekend. I haven't had a chance to actually get them out of the molds yet, but I made them in like little silicone flower molds. I think they'll be really cute. We were gonna eat them tonight. Yes, Karen! Fuck yes, Karen. Yes! Karen did not evolve into Butterfree. Karen evolved into Karen, into Turbo Karen. Yeah, we were gonna eat them tonight, but my poor daughter, she's not feeling so well after her big birthday party day. She had swim lessons in the morning, and then this birthday party, I think it just like wiped her. Like she had no energy. I tried to take her out for sushi, which she usually loves, for dinner, and we like got through appetizers, and she like wasn't even hungry. She was like trying to lay down on the bench. It's like, you know what? I gotta just take you home. You can't even participate in dinner. Poor thing. She went to bed super early. Okay. So now I'm just doing this. Now I'm leveling up. Pidgeyhater's not gonna be able to do shit against Brock. But I'm like, do I? Oh, we've got an ad coming. Oops. Probably starting very soon. But I think I want to get Pidgeyhater up at least one more level. I don't know. It's all gonna be Professor Woke in this battle. You know what? I might take a break while the ads are running to just get some water, because while this near beer tastes good, it's not very hydrating. Not particularly hydrating. Woo, Pidgeyhater! Hell yeah. You did it. Okay. Should I just go for it? Should I just go for it? I'm scared. I'm so scared. Okay. I'm gonna... As annoying as this is gonna be, I'm gonna level Professor Woke one more level. Because he is my only hope. And hopefully it doesn't take too long to get there. When they're not splitting the XP, it's not as bad. In my parallel run, I chose Bulbasaur instead of Squirtle. Thank you, Weebatome. Thank you. And honestly, I'm not sure which one is better. I mean, Bulbasaur obviously has the benefit of working better for the second gym, so it covers you for the first two gyms. But I also had a hell of a time picking up a like my first water Pokemon in that other run. I basically had to... Oh, mentioned getting sushi earlier, just curious. Do we like sashimi? Oh, I do. I like sashimi. I do like sashimi a lot. For her, I don't make her eat sashimi because, yeah, it is like, as a textural thing, it is harder. The rice helps sort of like break up the texture of raw fish. So yeah, she usually like rolls like a rainbow roll or something easy for her, you know what I mean? But she's good. She likes trying new things. Yeah. Poor kid. She usually is so excited for sushi. She just couldn't do it today. She just couldn't do it. Too sweepy. The other thing that is like a favorite in our house is artichokes. Steamed or boiled whole artichokes. She absolutely loves those. So do my husband and I. We recently got the 3-year-old into them. The problem for him is that he just can't like physically like get the yummy part off of the leaf. So we have to help him with that. But then I was in the store with him today and he was pointing at the artichokes like, Mommy, look, they have artichokes here. And I was like, yeah, man, they sure do. We're not gonna get those today though. They're like a whole thing. You have to prepare for an artichoke. It takes like an hour and a half to boil them or something crazy. They don't really want to be eaten is the thing. They've kind of got like a lot of defenses against being eaten. Get into those yet? You don't have to. I mean, it's an expensive habit, so they're not cheap. And they're usually not like good looking either. They did look good today. I thought about it briefly, but I was like, no. We've already got all this other stuff. I wouldn't want to be eaten either. Yeah, exactly. Like, reasonable, but I do want to eat them. Okay. All right, guys. How am I doing? Do I have enough? Do I have enough? I mean, 4 potions. If I'm burning through potions, something's gone horribly wrong. He's not gonna poison. He can't poison me. I don't think he can paralyze me. I don't think he's got any moves that actually do that. Got like bind, rock throw, that sort of thing. No, not even actually. Doesn't have rock throw. Okay. I should be fine. Personal affirmation. I should be fine. Okay. I'm just gonna do like an emotional support save. Yes, the classic 10,000 light years from facing Brock. Okay. The other good thing about these like rock Pokemon is they're pretty slow. Even if I were the same level as them, I would probably be able to outspeed them. We will stick with it through Sandshrew. Yeah, I have like newfound respect for Sandshrew. I definitely want one of these little guys for my team. What I did on my other one, after you beat Brock, you get the TM for Rock Tomb, which is great. It's like the first rock move you get access to. And if you don't have a Pikachu, because you didn't get lucky enough to run into one for your first encounter in Viridian Forest, because you're playing a Nuzlocke, Rock moves are like the only other thing that is good against flying, so Sandshrew is a good candidate for learning Rock Tomb. Okay, restored. All right, now the big boy. We get Brock. And then we can get running shoes. Honestly, that might be the best prize of all. I am so sick of walking. I want to go fast. I've got to go fast. I'm gonna do another emotional support save. It just helps me feel better. Okay. Am I good? Am I good? I'm good. I'm good. Your rock hard willpower is evident even in my Pokemon. They're all rock hard, have true grit determination. That's right. My Pokemon are all the rock type. Hoo-ah-ha-ha. Going to challenge me knowing that you'll lose? That's the trainer's honor that compels you to challenge me. Fine then, show me your best. I also don't know why. The first gen Pokemon have some really baffling design choices. Like, why are Geodude and Onix both rock and ground type? Especially because rock and ground have a lot of overlapping weaknesses. It makes them so vulnerable. Okay. Fingers crossed, it should just be a water gun and that's it. Fuck you. Okay. Onix actually pretty quick. No slouch. Oh, hell yeah, Professor Woke. Oh, shit. You know what that means. We got a level 16 Squirtle. Everyone here knows what that means. I confer on you this, the official Pokemon League Boulder badge. Merk received the Boulder badge from Brock. All right. We can use Flash. We can't even get Flash until after the third gym. It's weird. It's all weird. Hell yes. Professor Woke. Professor Woke is entering his Woke 2 era. I realize that I'm like slightly off time with how the sound goes through. Okay, TM39. It looks more like a recolor. I thought it would change a lot more. Well, it's a 3-stage evolution, so this is like its teenage years, you know. It's the middle picture on an Animorphs sort of thing. All the teenage, like, mid-puberty Pokemon look weird. There's very few of them that are like, okay, that makes total sense, what they've put in the middle of these, like, the first and last evolutions. Honestly, I think they did an okay job on most of the Gen 1, like the starters. I think Ivysaur is the most clear, like the most consistent in the way that it changes. Charmander to Charmeleon, it turns red for some reason. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why it turns red and then orange again. To me, it should go from one color smoothly to another, like a ripening pepper or something. Like, okay. Exciting, because we'll be able to get into this next route, which means that we will be able to catch a new Pokemon. New Pokemon. Okay. I'm gonna get 2 of these. Okay. How am I doing on these? Let's grab some more antidotes. Yes. We will grab some awakenings. I don't think anything can burn me yet. I will take 1 escape rope, please. And maybe 1 repel. I'm so low on money. I don't think I have much to like sell either. I don't think I have anything to sell. In this game, there are items that are specifically for selling. It's like nuggets, stardust, star pieces, that sort of thing. Okay. We did it. 1 badge down. 1 badge down. Karen learned Confusion, right? Okay, yes. So Karen now has a single attack. Okay. Going into this next area. Sorry, I'm looking ahead. I'm looking ahead at the levels. And I am gonna need to bolster Trash and Pidgehater at least 1 more level. Because even just these trainers that were... Oh, before I do that, can I get the running shoes, please? Sir, please, I need them. Yes. I'm glad I caught up to you. I'm Professor Oak's aide. I've been asked to deliver this, so here you go. Hallelujah. Only where there's room to run. You wouldn't want to be rude. Bye-bye. Yay. There's a letter attached. Dear Merk, here's a pair of running shoes for my beloved challenger. Remember, I'll always cheer for you. Don't ever give up. From Mom. Thanks, Mom. You could have given me these earlier. I'm just saying. I'm not complaining, but I am disappointed in you, Mom. What have I been wearing this whole time? Flip-flops? Okay. Now we're just grinding to get Trash and Pidgehater to level 10. We are going to have to get through a couple trainers before we can reach a grassy area where we can catch a new Pokemon. Man, I would really love a new one. Level 5 Pidgeys suck. This is why they suck. You know what? F this. One of my favorite traits of the Rattatas and the Raticates is that they have runaway. Makes it so easy to get the hell away. Okay. Eat it. I wonder if I should go into the... Maybe I should go into the forest. Because then I might run into Metapods and Kakunas, which have lots and lots of juicy experience points. Especially if I'm, especially when I'm training Pidgehater. Okay, level 10, great. I think this Rattata rolled really bad stats. Its attack is atrocious. Its speed is fine, but its attack is absolute garbage. This is why it's named Trash. I didn't know when I named it that it had the worst stats, but, you know, I don't regret it. I wish I had a way to see what its actual IVs and EVs were. All right, we're gonna go into the forest. Hope we don't run into Pikachus. Also, we get another change of music, which is nice. I do really adore the Viridian Forest music. Pidgehater should make short work of all these bugs. Should make grinding a little easier. Yeah, level 5. What did I catch my other one on that next route? I managed to run into a Jigglypuff in my other playthrough for my one catch, which was an interesting get. They can actually put in some work. Actually pretty good. Pet? I wonder if I should I try to level up Karen some more too? I would love for Karen to have access to a powder of some sort. Sleep powder would be nice. I didn't look to see what ability Karen ended up with. I believe it's probably Compound Eyes, which increases the accuracy of moves, which is a really good addition on a Pokemon that has powders. Let's see if this one has Compound Eyes. Yes, raises accuracy. Because those powder moves are like not that accurate. Kind of annoyingly inaccurate. I don't know how much accuracy gets bumped up by that ability. I wonder. I could look it up, but yeah, it's interesting. They did not have abilities in the original Red, Blue, Yellow games. I think the abilities are a good addition. They're so mainstream now, it's like hard to imagine Pokemon without abilities. The only thing that's annoying is the secret abilities. Trying to get those is a pain. It's a big old pain. You know, at some point I also need to get it. I also need to go back to Sword and Shield myself. I think there's a couple things I did not, a couple Pokemon I didn't get. Some of those like extra Reggies. I don't think I got Reggie Alecki or Reggie Draco in the DLC. I should go back and get those. God, just such short work. I guess I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna see if level 11 will get us a powder. I could look it up too. Let me look it up really quick. When does it learn? Ah, I hate to see that. Level 13 for poison powder? That's not even a good powder. 14 for stun spore, which would be good. Nah. Take that Weedle. That'll really get him. Now let's show him his boss. So, let me see here. That next route. There's a trainer right at the start that has 2 Pidgeys. And they both know Sand Attack. And it sucks ass. I do not want to fight her. I don't want to fight her. Okay. But I can avoid her. If I avoid her, the next one has 3 level 10 bugs. Like, goddamn. It's so weird to me how the gym leaders are like talked about as being so strong, and then once you clear them, you just go like 100 feet east or west or whatever, and every trainer has Pokemon the exact same level as them. It's like no big deal. It's so strange. It ruins my immersion, you know? Man. Yeah, I think they need more levels before we can go deal with all of that comfortably. We're just gonna beat up some Weedles. Do. Yeah. I mean, these are so much easier with confusion. Why did they give Butterfree confusion? Why does Butterfree know confusion and not, like, Gust? I think it's some insane level that you have to get Butterfree up to before they learn a flying move. Yes. Level 28 for Butterfree's first flying move. And it's just Gust. Oh, and that's the only flying move it learns. Cool. Cool. Like, at that point, why? I'm used to having so much more choice. In the modern games, it's so easy. TMs, you can just use them however many you want. Well, some of them. However many times you want, I mean. And then Scarlet Violet, you have to make them, but you can make multiples of them. Okay. So what should I aim for? 12? I don't want to fight this Pikachu. I wish I could catch it. I wish I could catch it. That would be nice. I think when Wind and Waves comes out, I'll probably just do a normal run of that, not a Nuzlocke. You kind of need advanced knowledge for Nuzlockes. You need to be able to strategize some, which is hard to do on a brand new game. All right, there's 11. HP went up pretty well. Good special attack boost. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. One more level. It makes it so much easier to grind when the other Pokemon can't get a move in. A lot less trips to the Pokemon Center. Curlia. A wild Curlia appears. I somehow always end up with Gardevoir on my team. That Fairy Psychic combo is just too good. It's too dang good. More Weedles. Yeah, like I said, I think there will be times in this playthrough where I will take grinding off stream. There are certain points where there is a lot of it. Oh, I need to go back to the Pokemon Center. I'm running out of pee-pee. My pee-pee's all yellow. I gotta hydrate. Okay. We're all healed up. Got a little bit more work to do with Karen. Then we'll have a little bit of work to do with Pidgehater. I don't know about Rattata. I don't know about Trash. I should look and see what level Trash learns Hyper Fang at, actually. Gen 3. I will admit, I am looking stuff up. I will not apologize for that. I'm not sorry. Alright. Level 13 for Hyper Fang. It is a power 80. That's crazy. Wait, is that right? Yeah. It's so freaking strong. Then later it learns Super Fang, which always cuts HP in half. Pretty darn good. Level 3. Waste of my time. At first, when I started streaming tonight, I had a different sweater on. It was teal. I'd never worn it on stream before, I don't think. And I realized, even though it was teal and not green, it was getting extremely chroma keyed out. It was like a floating head on a see-through ghost body. Karen became adorable? Yes! Butterfree is super cute. It's an interesting utility Pokemon. Great for a Halloween stream. Ooh, spooky. I know, we should do a better Halloween stream this year. Should actually plan something out. Ghost junkies. I know, we gotta figure out how to get Carmela's stream to me looking better. And we have struggled with this the whole time. It has always been an issue. I don't know how they do it, you know, when it's like Giant Bomb or Min-Max or any of those crews that sort of stream together. Like, I don't know where they feed it through, how they get those streams looking so crisp. What's their secret? I'm not a computer wizard. I don't know all the tricks. Ooh, Forbidden Solitaire is coming out soon. It's supposed to come out this month. I don't know if they have given a actual date this month. But there's only so many days. Forbidden Solitaire. Did you ever play Home Safety Hotline? It's co-created by the same devs that did Home Safety Hotline. It's like a weird little game. Okay. It's a weird game. It's kind of modeled after like old CD-ROM games. It looks pretty scary. Which one? Home Safety Hotline or Forbidden Solitaire? They're both a little bit scary, I guess. Yeah. I played the demo. It was creepy in a good way. I liked it. I liked the creepiness. So when that comes out, I'm gonna have to make time for that. I'm gonna have to figure out when to stream that. I like the weird stuff. And also Pokemon, I guess. Weird stuff in Pokemon. Okay. Getting close here. Confuse. I'm just imagining like piles of dead bugs just littered in this one tiny area. Why do they keep coming over? Haven't they learned? Pokemon's too mainstream to be weird. I know. It is. Tried to get my my 6-year-old to play Pokemon Brilliant Pearl. Is it Brilliant? No, Shining Pearl. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Tried to get her to play that. She did not like it because she can't see where the Pokemon are before she runs into them. And I'm like, yeah, man, that's how it used to be. Those random battles, they were annoying. How come there's no laws against killing Pokemons? I don't know. Apparently, like, Team Rocket is being evil by stealing Pokemon, but if you just go around, like, massacring Pokemon in the forest, destroying the local wildlife, that's totally fine. I don't know. The Pokemon universe should not be examined too closely. Because also, what do they eat? I mean, are there normal, like our universe, animals that live here too? Are they out here eating Pidgeys? Like chickens? some kind of lore to explain they don't actually die. What's really funny is there are like a handful of Pokemon where their early Pokédex entries will literally reference like a place in the real world. So like Xatu, for instance, references their Pokédex entry references South America. It literally says South America. So it's like, it's cool. Yeah, right? So is it here or like where is Pokemon Land? What's going on? No one knows. And then there's Pokemon that are like food-like, especially in the later ones. In the later games, there's food Pokemon. There's one that's an ice cream cone. Do they eat this? Do they eat the ice cream Pokemon? There's a dog that's made out of like bread dough. Are they eating the bread dog? I don't know. It's so weird. I would eat that. I don't care if it's alive. I love ice cream. Someone's got to be out here eating the ice cream Pokemon. I guess that's another gimmick team you could do. All food Pokemon. I wonder how balanced that would be. A balanced breakfast. I'll name that gimmick team Balanced Diet. Okay, so the bread Pokemon, that is, I believe, fairy type. So you'd have fairy. There is a tea Pokemon, either Sinistcha or Sinistcha. If you do Sinistcha, then you could get grass and ghost. There's a damn apple pie Pokemon. There's a dragon Pokemon that looks like an apple pie. So obviously we'll put the apple pie Pokemon in there. That'll get you dragon and grass. Our ice cream Pokemon for ice. There's like a whipped cream, like meringue Pokemon, Alchemy. Obviously you're gonna get that in there. I'm sure there's more. Who else? Maybe a Farfetch'd? They talk about how people like to eat Farfetch'd and how it carries a leek around, which it's delicious with. So that'll get you flying. What are we? Was that 5? We need one more food Pokemon? Trying to think of like a fiery food Pokemon. There is like a spicy pepper Pokemon. Not Capsicid. What does it evolve into? Shoot, I'm blanking on the name of it. But there is a spicy pepper Pokemon. I think you can make the argument for that. You could definitely make the argument for that. Yeah, food one would be fun. All food. Problem is they're also spread out among all the different generations and versions and stuff that actually collecting those Pokemon and being able to transfer them in, use them as a team. Like at that point, I think you just have to use a ROM hack. I think you'd have to fake it. Now I'm curious. What other food Pokemon are there? I'm gonna look it up over here. Oh my god, don't. We got most of them, actually. We did get most of the food Pokemon. Similar to the apple pie Pokemon, there is a candy apple Pokemon. It's like a different evolutionary branch. It's kind of like the same one. Cherim? It's like fruit Pokemon. Or the mangosteen Pokemon that I can't remember the name of. I don't know. Oh. Oinkalone. I mean, it's basically just a pig. It's probably pretty tasty. Being vegan in the Pokemon universe must be, like, impossible. Or maybe it's really easy because you can, like, communicate with the animals better. You can, like, ask a Miltank if it's cool giving you milk. Can you get consent from a Pokemon? Which I know sounds horrible. Not that way. Not in the bad way. Yeah, I mean, could you probably wouldn't even want to capture them, right? That seems against the sort of ethos. Philosophical Pokemon questions. There's some animal rights folks who don't even think that's ethical, owning a pet. It's like, okay, well, they can't consent to being owned either. I don't know. I'm glad Pokemon aren't real. How would you get anything done? It seems like life would just be chaos. All these god Pokemon constantly stirring up trouble. Can't walk from one town to the next without getting attacked by bugs. Like 2-foot tall bugs. Big prehistoric sized critters. Okay, let's check in. Not an activist, always felt like owning birds seems a bit weird. Like putting them in a cage must be like giving them jail time. They also live a really long time, and they're pretty darn smart. And I don't know, I mean, I'm sure there are some that enjoy like being around their person, but I think there's also a lot of birds, especially like cockatoos, that, oh, I have heard that, Seth, yes. They'd rather just euthanize them rather than return them. It's ridiculous. Somehow that's better. But yeah, it's like cockatoos, I have heard, have basically the intelligence level of like a toddler human. And they live, what, like 40 years or something? I'm probably totally off base. I'm pretty sure they live a really long time. And they can't, like, fly. I feel like some pets are more ethical than others. And for some of those critters, there probably is an ethical way to have them as a pet, but it involves so much more resources and space and time and expertise than 99% of people would be capable of providing. That it's like, just don't. Just don't. Okay. I'm gonna try and get Trash to level 12 along with the rest of the crew. I think Viridian Forest is working out better for training purposes. Depends on the breed of bird. Some do well in captivity with just with people. Some do well with bird friends. Some are really not meant to be captive at all. Yeah. I feel like I see cockatiels, which are like the little Pikachu birds. They've got like little red cheeks. They usually seem like they're having a pretty good time. But the cockatoos, no. They're like very prone to anxiety and lashing out. Owning a parrot must be kind of terrifying. Not only do they live a long time and are like wicked smart for a pet, but they basically just got like a big pair of scissors on their face and knives on their feet. Like, do not cross this bird. A cockatiel? They look really cute. And their songs are so adorable. It's good to know that they do well with activity and friends. So yeah, maybe they're a little bit more well suited to pethood. Did you have just one? Did you have multiple birds, Seth? I've definitely never owned a bird. I had a frog when I was very young. Oh crap. I done goofed. I should not have fought this stupid Weedle. 19. Will that be enough for me to get back to the Pokemon Center? 18. 17. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Yeah, 10. 9. All right, good. Yeah, I think I had a frog really early on when I was too young to own a frog. And then we had hamsters. I had a couple hamsters. Your brother got an African gray parrot? Oh my God. We're the best talkers. He learned to call my name in my mom's voice. Aren't they like the smartest bird? Is that true? I think I've heard that before. That they are the most intelligent bird species. And they live even longer, don't they? They live like 80 years or something crazy. I want to know all about this gray parrot now. Calling your name in your mom's voice. What a mindfuck. That's crazy. Which I learned late one night while I was up talking on the phone with a girl. 60 plus. Uber Sean, thank you. +60 is still such a huge commitment. That's it. Did he get the bird as a chick? Like, or did he, you know, adopt it after someone else had surrendered it, or? I just want to know deets about this parrot. I've never met anyone who owned a parrot. So it's very interesting to me. I think cats are as much as I can handle pet ownership wise. Oh, he surrendered it to someone at some point. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I wonder too, like, if you have to rent, finding an apartment that will let you have a parrot? What does the security deposit look like on that? Okay, here's another thing I want to know about bird ownership. When you let them out to like roam around and do whatever, do they just poop everywhere? Are they a mess? Like, that always seemed like it would be a problem. Nothing says you have to own it for 60 years. You can find another responsible owner. That's true. That's true. I wonder, like, how hard it was for him to find someone willing to take it. It's a pretty niche pet. Did he have to have any special, like, licenses or anything to have it? Not everywhere aren't really splattering like pigeons. Okay, that's good. I'm happy to hear that. Anyone ever had a ferret? Because those ferrets are so cute. I've heard they smell awful. But they are just like springy little, like fuzzy little coils, fuzzy little springs. I love how they slink around. Oh, thank God. I've heard that they smell and escape. Oh, yeah, that totally makes sense. I bet they're amazing escape artists. Okay. Got some more work to do. I think we got a ad incoming. FYI. Yep, there it is. There it is. I'm gonna keep grinding. We're getting close to 12. And then I will feel more comfortable about going off and fighting some of these. These other trainers. Still don't want to fight that damn Pidgey trainer though. And not out of the house either. Into your basement attic walls. Yeah. I can... That makes sense. I'm sure they love just squeezing into places they aren't supposed to be. I have a friend who lives like across the country from me now, but she was a big reptile keeper. She had all sorts of snakes and lizards, and at some point she was raising quail and breeding quail to feed to her snakes, which is real dedication. I think she gave up on it because it was so demanding. Like, yeah, it turns out they also need a lot of like care and attention, and it might just be easier to buy the food. I feel like it would also be really difficult to do. I don't know if she was feeding the eggs or the chicks. If she was feeding the chicks to the snakes, I feel like that would be really difficult to watch. I mean, it's the circle of life and all, but they're so cute. They're just so darn cute. Wild Puku-Muku. What a weird Pokemon. On the other hand, for several years there was a ferret who kept the particle accelerator at Lawrence Livermore lab clean. They'd tie a brush behind her and send her down like 500-yard tubes. Oh my god. That's adorable. Don't quote me? Okay, well, I choose to believe that that's all correct. I love that. Put them to work. I always joked when our kids were like crawling around that we should just put little Swiffers on their knees or something, put them to work. Get them dusting. Oh my god. Our cats are useless for that. They shed so damn much. Keeping the fuzzballs under control is impossible. They make those? Oh, little Swiffer knee pads? I bet they do. A Swiffer onesie? That's so funny. It doesn't work though, right? It's like a novelty thing. Or does it? Probably better off just getting a Roomba or something. Although, I have seen those horror stories where the Roomba will be running and like unknowingly run over like a poop or something and just track it all over the house. I'm not supposed to be fighting these. I'm supposed to be running away from the Weedles. And I feel like that would happen with us. Not with poops, but with barfs. Our cats love to leave hairballs. Collects dust balls. It isn't a thorough job. Seth's son just played with the Swiffer. There you go. Just give him a Swiffer to swish around. Yay. Okay. Okay. I don't know if this is actually going to help that much, but here we are. I think we can at least deal with, let's see here. We can at least deal with this bug catcher pretty easily. Oh, do they? Thank God. Yeah. That would be no fun to come home to. No fun at all. All right, I'm gonna do a quick save. I might have already saved just recently, but you know. Okay. We're avoiding. It's this lass right here. We don't want to talk to her. And okay. We should be fine here. We gotta get to that grass so we can catch a 5th Pokemon. Caterpie or Caterpie? You know? My husband says it the other way. I always say Caterpie. Yes. I'm gonna send Karen out. Because confusion should do all right. Kill it? Hooray! I hate poison. Ferret's name was Felicia, but it was Firmalad, not Lawrence Livermore. I can't believe you've led me astray like this. I would like to visit someone else's ferrets and play with them. But yeah, we had hamsters when I was a kid. A couple of hamsters. They seemed nicer than gerbils. But you know, honestly, probably not as nice as like a guinea pig. Guinea pigs seem real cute. I kind of wish I'd been able to have a guinea pig. Okay, I'm gonna go back and heal up. The next one on this path has a Rattata and an Ekans, which we can take care of with Butterfree. Hopefully. Probably use something else for the Rattata. Our own Rattata? I think I'm going to use Professor Woke. Okay. Originally domesticated as food. That makes sense. I have heard, yeah, that some places still use them as food. Is it this guy? I mean, I personally don't have any, like, ethical qualms with eating a rabbit. rodents. I mean, I guess because just naturally they are prey animals. Get him. I wish it were easier to find rabbit, like to cook with. I think that would be interesting. Like, I'd like to make a rabbit stew sometimes. Squab is perfectly good, as long as it's not wild caught. Why do you say that? What's wrong with the wild caught? I don't like that. Okay, wrap. We can deal with wrap. I can't even catch an Ekans in this game. It's a version exclusive. Bummeroony. But you get Sandshrew instead, which honestly, it's the better of the two. Rather have Sandshrew. All right, what next? More bugs. So many more bugs. Oh, Squab is pigeon. I am not interested in ones they found just hanging around the parking lot. Fair. Just out there eating cigarette butts. Okay. I think we're set up right for this one. Yes. Oh, don't get poisoned. Sweet. Yeah. We should be golden now. That Weedle's the only thing that could really damage us if it got a poison sting off. All right. Is poison powder. All right, one powder down. Let's go over to Pidgey-Hater. Every now and then we've gotten like those little birds. I forget what they call them. Cornish game hens. And they're so cute, but it's they're so tiny and their bones are so small. It's like it's hard to get the meat off of them sometimes. I'd rather just have a duck or something. Ducks are so good. They smell terrible when they're cooking. But I don't know. All right. Ever had a quail? I think this came up in Blueprints. I don't think I've ever eaten quail. No. All right. Now this next one should be fine. Just got a Rattata. I'm gonna go ahead and put in Professor Woke for that. Girl, back off. Two ounces of meat on them. Right. It's like, just throw them back. They're not ready. It's not worth it. Like throwing back a fish. It's too small and too young. There's got to be a better use of your time and energy. They make a lovely appetizer. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There you go. Probably make good snake food. What are we doing? Confusion. I don't love that. Okay. Yay. Okay, it's going great so far. It's going great. Our next ones should be bugs. Frigibacks. Felt bad when that was Simon's dinner. Yeah. Well, whatever. He can't even finish a pizza. He'll eat a whole steak, but not the pizza crusts. God forbid. All right. So nice to be able to run. Such an improvement. Sometimes I wonder if we'll ever get back to blueprints. I don't think Carmela's gonna... I think she's got Resident Evil on the mind now. You know? Oh, what? You don't own that ball. I think you have to do like Poke Start or something first. MBD, yeah. It's my first time trying a stream with the extension. Oh, so you do have a trainer pass. So what does it want from you? What does it want from you? It's a mystery. All right. These should just be like Caterpies and Metapods. I'm not smart enough to know. Does it make you equip a ball? Truly, I don't know. Maybe I can look into it more for the next stream so that I know how it's supposed to work. No, not my speed. All right. Metapod should be a nice, juicy experience meal. It's gonna make me go through all the hardening stages though. It's gonna be a pain in the butt. You played on someone else's stream and ran out of balls. Oh, you can run out of balls. Can you buy more? Is that a thing? Do you get money? Oh, Metapod. Making me work for it. Making me work for it. Yeah. Take that. Ah, dang it. Okay. Okay. Now, here we are. I still can't put things to sleep. Karen's not high level enough yet. All right. If being able to put them to sleep makes your catch chances way more likely. So, as much as I hate to say it, I'm gonna go grind one more level with... Well, that'll get me to Stun Spore, I guess, which is still helpful. It's still helpful. Nah. Oh wait, I don't want to do this. I say, as I do it anyways. Seems to be connected. Yeah, so it's like all within the same like instance of that extension. It follows you, right? So okay. Yeah, let's go into Viridian Forest. Let's confuse some bugs. And then at least if I have Stun Spore, I'll have a better chance of catching one of these Pokemon right off the bat without having to attack them, because that has been a problem. Getting a crit and then having them faint, and then you can't catch a Pokemon there. It's a real bummer. Real bummer-rooney. Alright. So yeah, this week, I believe Carmela will be joining for a Thursday stream. We hope. And if she is able to, I'm trying to get her that capture card before Thursday. I know she had some in mind. There were some suggestions. It's just a matter of getting her to actually pull the trigger on that. Hello, Diamond Delore. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the good luck. Thank you for the love. We're doing pretty well. I'm just grinding out a little bit of levels here. We did make it through the Brock battle. It was actually fine, not a big deal. Squirtle carried us through, so... But now we have to deal with all the trainers on the other side of that, and we're about to catch a new Pokemon, or attempt to. Trying to get Karen here up to 14 so she can learn Stun Spore. Because that'll make my life a lot easier vis-a-vis catching Pokemon. Oh my god. It's such tiny... A nickname theme? So far it's been based on vibes. So far vibes. I was floating earlier Um, I have a list. I have a list of silly names that my 3-year-old has given things that I might start using because they're just entertaining. So like, if you want to know what he used to call hippopotamus, he used to call those hotter piss. It's really funny until he figured out how to enunciate that one. What else did he have? Okay, he still does this one. He calls frosted mini wheats. He calls them eeny meats. And he also used to call them scrafty meats. I don't know where he got scrafty from. He's so silly. I was telling chat earlier about one of the other ones he whipped out, which was he was trying to say graveyard, but instead said gravy garden. Again, I don't know where he gets this stuff. He just kind of like stream of consciousness says whatever syllables come to mind and trusts that the adults around him will understand. Oh, I need to go, Nephew couldn't say ST at the beginning of words. It was just a D sound. Ooh, yeah. That would be a good one. Yes, I like that. Okay, I'm getting close here. I have to admit, the Nuzlocke challenge has been way grindier than I imagined it would be at first, because you have to play it so safe. Stand on a depth duel to reach things. That's adorable. I love it. I try to keep track of them because someday he's gonna know how to pronounce words and that will be lost forever. My daughter really wasn't much of a mispronouncer or anything like that. She didn't talk as much. She was a quieter kid. She chose her words more carefully. She wanted to get it right the first time. Grinding's my pet peeve in Nuzlocke. I know, without the XP all, and I'm like, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get an XP share in this Nuzlocke because I have to get, oh, thank you so much for the follow. So I have to get so many Pokemon into the Pokédex, and I think eventually I will get there, but it's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute. Okay, so now I have Stun Spore. The only issue is when you go outside and look for a big stick to play with. Oh, thanks. Thank you. I split my time between Pokemon because it's just one of those games that I've played forever and I love doing it. And like mystery and horror games with my sister Carmela, who joins me for, we usually stream on like Tuesdays and Thursdays. She usually joins for the Tuesday stream. So that's our usual thing. But yeah, I love Pokemon. I've been playing it for so long. All right, let's see what we get. Okay, I am playing with the no dupes rule. I already have a Spearow, so I am going to run from this. Something better? Please? No! No! This is not what I wanted. Oh. Oh, man. Not the double flying rats. Oh my god, they're so useless. Shit. Okay, well... I ran into a Pidgey on Route 2, like... and I accidentally killed it. So I did not catch that Pidgey. I think that means that I have to catch this one, or I have to... By better, did you mean worse? No. No, I didn't. I think that means I have to catch this, though, per the rules. Or it's the only one I can that I'm allowed to, so alright, fuck it. We're gonna... Oh, Pokemon fan for over 20 years and total horror fanatic too. Nice. Nice. I'm like this damn Pidgey. Just stay in the ball, Pidgey. Don't. There we go. All right, let me write this down. I've got my list over here. What route am I even on? What is this? 3? No. Yeah, it is 3. Okay. Pidgey alive. I'm like... Poke help? Oh, there you go. Still a viable encounter since it was lost on the other route, but at least it allows for... Yeah. Now I don't have to catch a Pidgey. Name it. All right, let me look through my list of... Let me see. I don't have one that's particularly... Sorry, this is just making me giggle now. I'm gonna... Yes, I don't have to catch Pidgeotos or anything in the Pidgey line after this. I already named the Rattata Trash, so maybe I'll name this Hotter Piss. I love that it fits. Great. Perfect. Man. I'm like, I don't even want it in my party. I mean... Perfect. God. Is it worth training this Pidgey? It's level 6 too. It's so low level. Oh my god. This is a tragedy. This is a tragedy. I could have gotten a Mankey. All right. There's a... Oh god, this next trainer... She has a Jigglypuff. Let me make sure I'm topped up on awakenings. box one of the birds. Yeah. That's a... I should do that. I'm gonna buy one more. Okay. I'm also really close to Mount Moon. So here's the question. I know that if I can get to the first ladder, there is a level where it is 100% Paris encounters. So, do I want to roll the dice to try and get a Geodude, or do I just want Paris? I'm kind of thinking I just want a Paris, because I'm working with a War Turtle right now, and that would guarantee me a grass Pokemon to help deal with Misty. Now, I don't know what grass attacks Paris actually gets access to, but I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna need to see what I can learn from this doc. I'm gonna assume Zilch. I hope something. Okay, what am I gonna use against Jigglypuff? I'm thinking maybe Karen. I'm thinking maybe I stun it, or I could just try and beat it up. I could just try to beat it up as quickly as possible and use an awakening if that fails. Oh, you know what? I'm trying to avoid this lady, but are there any items down here? No, there's one up there. I can see it. Okay. I don't want to fight that Pidgey train. Seems annoying. Okay. Her. She's got the Jigglypuff. Emotional support save. You gonna fight me? Fight me. Diamond, have you played many Nuzlocks yourself? Okay. I'm just gonna go right for offense here. Ugh. Okay. Got me with the sing. Ooh, ooh, nice. Nice. Oh, defense curl, smart. Okay, please work. There we go. What's your most recent Nuzlocke? Have you done any of the more modern games, like 3DS and later games? Because I've been curious about what the rule set would look like on those. I intend to play Wind and Waves when it comes out, although not gonna Nuzlocke it right off the bat. That seems like a recipe for disaster. Okay, this guy's fine. He's not gonna try and battle me. Yeah. Every single one? Dang, girl. Sorry, I assumed. For me, your name is in pink. And it's just, sorry, my daughter is like so pink core. that now it's an inextricable association for me. Oh my god. The Magikarp. Yeah. Like how do the encounters work for that? I tend to put the encounters into a random generator to decide for me. Oh, interesting. So like separate from the actual game. Does the random generator use sort of the spawn percentage or anything like that? Or I guess it's not a percentage in those, but oh, no worries. You are extremely welcome here. Okay. I think I got a massive Neil Diamond fan. Somehow, I don't know about that. I think I gotta buy the Magikarp. Cause then I don't have to worry about catching it later. Okay. That seems like a fair trade-off. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'll buy it. I guess I'll buy it. An outrageous 500 Pokédollars. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna call him Whooper. Which is one of my son's isms. He was trying to describe the Balrog from The Lord of the Rings. Oh, nice. Lexi is a beautiful name. Okay. So he was trying to describe the Balrog in Lord of the Rings, and he was trying to say the Whipper because he uses a whip, and said he called him the Whooper. Yeah, I don't think any of these guys have anything for me. Yeah, nothing. And I think I can leave Whopper behind because I've already got my Professor Woke, who's in his Woke 2 era now. I'm gonna leave him in here like a Wubbo Oaser. Man, okay. Opinions, Diamond, Lexi. Should I go for the Paris, or should I roll the dice and see if I can get a Geodude? I'm thinking Paris. No, hello King Zombie, welcome in. I don't really participate in the PvP scene. I just never have. I think I might be a little bit too competitive, and so it makes me sad when I lose. And I just try to avoid that feeling. Good night, Seth. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, it would be a dud for it. That's true. That's true. Okay. How am I on repels? I think I have one repel. Okay. Forgot how to do it. I mean, the thing is, the meta, like there's so many Pokemon and there's so many builds and there's so many strategies that the barrier to entry also feels insurmountable. I'm like, that's beyond me at this point. I'm gonna go, I really don't need another repel. I really don't need one. I think, I understand. Have you been playing Champions? King Zombie? Who's your top Pokemon? Right now it's Professor Woke. He got all beefed up from fighting Brock. So, okay. We're gonna set this repel. Ooh, hold on. Let me just check really quick. Wait, what the hell? Let me just check really quick. What levels are we working with? Okay, I should be fine. I should be okay. This part always makes me nervous. I went with Squirtle, yeah. I do have a separate, like personal Nuzlocke going, where I did choose Bulbasaur instead. I decided I needed to do some research. All right. So I started a parallel play of this Nuzlocke to see how things went. All right, now I gotta wear off the repel. I love the music. Okay. Oh, we got Karen. We can stun it. I don't know why I'm gonna save, but I'm going to. It just makes me feel better. At least we knew what it was gonna be. Chose, I may forgot her name, but your opponent is Ash. Oh! Well, my opponent is Sparrow. His name is Sparrow. After the mall pizza chain. Yes, that's what I've seen, is that Bulbasaur is the optimal starter. Anything but Charmander, right? So I went with Squirtle because back in the day, in the long ago, when I first picked up Pokemon Blue, it was Squirtle. Squirtle was my very first Pokemon. No, I'm playing Leaf Green. Oh, did I pick the wrong one? Did I pick the wrong one? I thought it was like combined. Oh yeah, it is. Fire Red, Leaf Green. Okay. Stun him. And I'm wondering if I'll be able to just toss a ball. Ow. Okay, let's see. Pokeball? It's got full HP, but paralysis can sometimes work. Ah, okay. I think... Rude! Freaking rude. All right. Let me look here. So, Karen's special attack is 28. I don't know if Paris has better special defense or regular defense. I don't want to kill it. I'm just trying not to kill it. You know what? Trash. Paris, you get in that Pokeball. That's what I'm saying. Trash can't kill shit, so... 24, my first games were Sapphire and Diamond. I struggled to choose any starter other than Mudkip and Piplup. They're so cute. They're so cute. Okay. Tackle. Okay. We're fine. You stay in that damn ball, Paris. There we go. I think I choose you, trash. Exactly. Get out here, trash. The whole game is counting on him. Okay. Yes. You guys, the Paris is one of the most upsetting Pokemon, right? The Pokédex entries for Paris are kind of terrifying, or Parasect, I should say. Parasect is dead. Parasect is just a husk inhabited by a parasite, which sucks. And I didn't realize that until way too late. And now every time I see his dead white eyes, it just disturbs me. Oh God. You know what? I'm not gonna give this one one of the toddler words. I kind of just feel like this one's a Quincy. This one's a Quincy. Yeah. You know how people say Magikarp sucks? People do be saying that Magikarp sucks. Yeah, I'm actually gonna use this escape rope because we're all paralyzed. We're all paralyzed. Cordyceps? Ooh, thank you. Thank you, Super Mild. Well, that's what people say, but he don't really say. Well, yeah, of course. It's a fake out. So I actually did go through the trouble of grinding out level 20 in my other playthrough to get that Gyarados, because it's kind of the first, if you don't pick Squirtle, it's kind of the first water Pokemon you get access to. Although you don't really need it for the first couple of gyms. But it is helpful on... Ooh, Quincy's got a present for us. Ooh, a big mushroom from Quincy. Nice. I could use that. I could use the money from that. Do people in this universe not know that Magikarp evolves into Gyarados? Did you know there's 3 Gyarados you can catch? What do you mean? What do you mean? Is based on Cordyceps. You know they sell coffee with Cordyceps in it? Who is out here buying Cordyceps coffee? You couldn't pay me to drink that stuff. I know it's not gonna do anything. It's just the principle of it. Okay. Leave spores on contact. Wait, what is... Okay. Oh, bless its heart. All it knows is scratch and stun spore. All right, we gotta grind Quincy out. All right, let me look at Paris's stats and stuff. I want to know when it's going to get certain moves and whatnot. First is Magikarp evolves to the blue Gyarados. There's a red Gyarados and a gold? King Zombie, what are you talking about? I feel like people who drink that can't have played The Last of Us. No, right? You would... It's too upsetting. I've never played The Last of Us, and I still, like, I won't touch that stuff. I've seen the planet Earth stuff with the ants, big cordyceps horns growing out of their bodies. It's upsetting. Okay. Paris, what the hell? Okay, there's somewhere that I can get the bullet seed TM. Paris doesn't learn the next attack that Paris learns is Leech Life at level 19, which is embarrassing. Yeah, Red Gyarados is the shiny. I don't know any gold ones. I don't think they've ever done that. Yes, shiny Magikarp is gold. That's true. If I find a shiny Pokemon, I do have the shiny claws, or you know, I've adopted the shiny claws. If I see a shiny, I will catch it. I don't think I'm gonna find a shiny though. Oh, what are we gonna do with Quincy? What are we gonna do about Quincy? He's not too far behind level-wise. Where is that bullet seed? I'm worried that it might be on the opposite side of Mount Moon. I'm like, should I look it up? Should I look it up? Oh gosh. If I run around the ocean multiple times when I get surf, I mean, there is a slim possibility. I'm not saying it can't happen. I guess if I found a shiny Magikarp and a shiny Gyarados, I would be able to catch those. Just have to get lucky. Easy. It's so easy. Why didn't anyone think of this? Okay, let's, oh my God. I would love to find a shiny. I'd probably accidentally kill it and lose it forever, but I would love to find one. Ooh, nice, 2,500. You've done it? I mean, yeah, it happens. It definitely happens. It's even easier in the newer games too, because they've got ways you can sort of boost your shiny encounter chance. I feel like these old games, it's unforgiving. I'm gonna get one more of these. And one more of these as well. Ooh, next to a bug catcher in the one basement floor of Mount Moon, I believe, off the top of my head. Yes, that would be Paris would be the perfect Pokemon. Paris would be the perfect Pokemon to teach that to. Too many P's. Cause boy, our poor little Paris, he doesn't have much going for him right now. I'm gonna just grab one more of these. And how am I doing on these ones too? Let's grab a couple more paralyzed heals. Okay. Actually, wait. And one of these. Caught the Gyarados scenario. Are you thinking gold and silver? Because gold and silver had a red Gyarados in Lake of Rage, I believe. No. Okay. Odds in the older games are 1 in 8,000, boosted to 1 in 4,000 in newer games. And yeah. My daughter played a lot. My daughter is 6. She played a lot of Legend ZA. And even before getting the shiny charm, I swear, that kid has like 10 shiny Pokemon that she just found running around in town. It's insane. And it's not fair. I don't have any in that game. Kids get all the good stuff. Yeah. Just play it to beat it and have fun. That's the only way I've been playing them until now. This is my first Nuzlocke challenge. I thought it would be fun, and for the most part it is. It's a little scary at times. The stakes are definitely higher. I'm gonna see if I can't find that bullet seed. If I can't find that bullet seed, TM. So that would make my life a lot easier, I think. Let's see. You'll get it, gotta have faith. Oh. It was that easy all along. You just have to have faith. It is right there. Thank you, Lexi. It was right there. Cool. Oh, I never wrote down. Oh, thank you, King Zombie. Thank you for the follow. I never wrote down that I caught Paris and Mount Moon. Yeah, here we go. I've got my paper notes over here because otherwise I will not remember where I caught stuff. I mean, the power on this is kind of garbage too, but like, at least it's a grass move. Oh, I missed that comment. Oh. It's gonna start ads soon. All right, you know what is also getting kind of late here. So let's help out our little Paris. Oh, on your laptop. Ogre Battle PS1. I've never even heard of that one. Legend ZA is 1 in 4,000 because multiple Pokemon spawn on screen. They're boosted. Yeah, won't despawn a shiny in those games until you reach 10 of them on the map. Oh, okay. So yeah, that makes it a lot easier to get them. Okay, interesting. Harder and harder as you go further. Sounds like a challenge. All right, I'm gonna save. I feel good. Feel good about, we got our fresh new Paris. It's got a grass move, thank God. And yeah, it's getting a little late. So thank you all for joining me. I had a lot of fun. I will be streaming again later this week, next week, I guess I should say. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Those are not going to be Pokemon streams. Those are going to be streams with my sister, Carmela, who co-hosts with me. We will be playing Paradise Killer on Tuesday, and then hopefully some Resident Evil Requiem on Thursday. Last time we had some technical difficulties, but it was a really silly time. I'm hoping that we're gonna get my sister a capture card and get rid of some of those technical difficulties and just have all silliness. But yeah, thanks for showing up. Thanks for hanging out. I love meeting new people. And I hope you all have a good night. Bye. Bye.